Well, welcome back to our One Heart, One Earth Global Healing Celebration. And I could watch that trailer 1,000 times. It gets me so excited.
Oh, it was amazing, Lisa. Well done.
It is, isn't it? It's like, I don't know how it all came together, but it was just like this thing that worked out. And I love it so much. And I love you so much. And we are here with Deanna Hansen, the founder of Block Therapy. Welcome in, Deanna. I love you so much. I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you. I'm so glad I'm here too. And just being in your presence is always just a magical experience. So thank you, Lisa.
Oh, well, it's right back at you, really. And, you know, we don't have a lot of time today, but I do have something cool I just heard the other day that I was like, Deanna and I have to talk about this. So I'm going to bring it up. But I first want to share with everybody that, you know, Block Therapy came into my life via Rachel, who introduced me to you and to the Block. And it's been so life-changing. And you were a part of the summits last year and all of the work that we've done. And I have decided I'm going to become a Block therapist. So I'm very excited about that and bring that into our community and into our space. And Deanna, I'm just so thankful for you and for the Block, because it really is, it's a profound, incredible tool. So I'm so grateful for you for that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So here's the story. I was watching Dave Asprey from Bulletproof. He has his little podcast or whatever. And I rarely listen to the whole podcast. I'm so sorry, Dave Asprey, but I'd really like you to come on the show though. So I'll just put that out there. But anyways, I do watch his little Instagram clips. And the other night he was talking about breathing, and it got my attention because that's what you talk about. That is it. And this doctor was on there, and this doctor said that he has been studying ancient skulls for quite some time. And he said that the thing that freaks him out about the ancient skulls is their teeth are straight. And he said the reason that their teeth are all straight is because their skull is wider and they have enough space for the teeth. And he said what's happening is everybody's teeth are crooked because they're narrower in the face. And what he said was that he feels that the airways were significantly larger with these ancient skulls, and they were breathing. And he said now our airways are smaller based on this, you know, study of these skulls. And so breathing is like becoming shallower and shallower. And then of course we're hunched and all these other things, which is what you talk about. So I wanted to share that and get your thoughts, because I thought it was fascinating.
You know, it's funny. Just today, I saw one of our instructors actually posted the picture of the two boys comparing the smile with that same study. And there was, you know, one 10-year-old who, you know, had crooked teeth and didn't have that same ability to smile. And then the other one that had this big smile and these straight teeth. And they were talking about it in respect to nutrition. But I completely agree, because the difference today is the inability to connect to that conscious diaphragmatic breath. And the reason that is so important is because that is the diaphragm muscle is the foundation of the rib cage. So if we aren't practicing conscious breathing, that muscle simply becomes weak. And I mean, there's a whole raft of issues that happen as a result of that. But one of them, from a structural standpoint, is that weak foundation causes the rib cage to collapse. It causes everything to get pulled forward. So gravity is going to pull and grip on dense tissue. So as we age, typically, as we've seen it in past and up until this moment, I mean, we all go through an aging process, and typically people become shorter and wider. But the difference today that I'm really seeing that is so impactful, especially with technology, is the kids are growing up in this forward posture as a result of the posture that they assume while on their devices. And that is impacting the breath from the get-go. And it's creating a very different posture. And what the posture does is either it allows proper flow or it restricts proper flow. So as we keep falling forward more and more and twist further away from midline, which is what I'm seeing in so many of the youth today, it's literally squeezing their ability to feed, whether it's proper nutrition through food or oxygen or water, whatever it is. If those channels are tight and restricted, flow is not going to be optimal. So the cells that are required for survival are going to first take what is required. And the rest of the cells that, you know, like my hand, my toes, I mean, I can live without a hand and a foot. I can't live without a heart. So the body is really ingenious in its design to make sure that we'll survive. But we really want to teach our youth and all of us to thrive. And the difference is, in my opinion, not fully and completely, but largely in the way that we breathe and how that impacts the system as a whole.
Yeah, it's so amazing. I mean, as a yoga instructor, which I haven't seen a body in person in a year, but when I was looking at bodies, everybody's twisted. Everybody has a crease on one side or the other. And so just understanding why it's twisted and what you've taught me is just so profound. And, you know, part of this whole weekend celebration is that we're creating this network of conscious content by really just creating a space for all of us to share our YouTube channels. And I wanted to take a minute before we run out of time for you to share what is on the Block Therapy YouTube channel, because there's so much on there. And I thought, what a great opportunity for you to share what folks can find when they go there.
Well, one of the things is a discussion that you have had with us. So we have a string of discussions with the Fascia Masters, which we've had a lot of discussions with our teachers, as well as other people that might be doing block therapy or have something interesting to share. So there's discussions around that. We also have a number, I think about 25 different videos of my nephew Quinn and I, who's my partner on this journey, sharing how block therapy or fascia is affecting certain issues in the body, whether it might be arthritis or sleep or chronic pain. So there's a number of videos there. We also just recently started posting more videos that are practical and useful in the moment, how to use not necessarily the tool right away, but how to use something in the meantime to give the body a try, or to give the process a try, and to see the difference that even those little bits can create by simply understanding how to get to the proper breath and to properly align your body, as well as melt through that fascia. And we have lots of testimonials and other videos in there as well. So there's lots of content on there, and it's full of information. But probably my favorite is the discussions, because in those discussions, so much can be shared, because it's like you do so well, sharing people's stories. So in a 10-minute story, you can connect the emotional, the physical, the mental, the spiritual, all of the different ways that the process has impacted people. And stories stick with people and they relate to people, and there's different stories being shared. So some people might not relate to some and more to others, but we're going to continue having those as well. So there'll always be more content added, but I think we've got a pretty good start so far.
So great. So great. Well, I love the channel. I'm subscribed. Please, everybody out there, go subscribe to Block Therapy and also to Buddhist Biohacker if you have not subscribed to this channel already. And you are giving away one of the prizes, which is really exciting. If you want to share what that prize is for everyone.
Absolutely. It's one of our starter programs. So with the starter program, you get the tool and you get the instruction that you have for life. It's you get 9 videos covering the full body for a full body fascia program, as well as some additional videos in there, as well as a 2-week free trial into our membership, which stores so many additional programs and other content. So that's what we're sharing.
I love it so much. So just to participate, you guys, go to oneheartoneearth.net. Please subscribe to all of the YouTube channels in our Conscious Content Network. And then you submit the form. You're going to get a free gold ribbon for nonviolence. I'm going to personally mail that to every single person that participates. And then you also get entered to win all these prizes. Deanna, I love you so much. Thank you so much for being on today.
Oh, I love you too, Lisa. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, everyone.